Hey, welcome back or welcome. I'm Brittney and this is the Brittneyinc channel. Today we have another episode, the second episode of Musings with Brittney. And with this series, it's just really casual, me sitting here on my bed, just sharing little tidbits of what I've been doing, what I've been buying, eventually like what I've been eating, just what I see, I will share. And I'm hoping to eventually turn this into more of a vlog format, slowly but surely with me, because child, I'm not prone to loving change. But I would love for this series to eventually be more of a vlog format. But as it stands right now, January in Chicago, with these numbers hiking up the way they are hiking up, we gonna see. Anywho, so December, I did get to go a few places. I went to Miami for Art Basel, which is something I've been doing for a good handful of years now. I didn't go 2020, obviously, because it was canceled 2020 and I probably wouldn't have went anyway. But I did get to go this year and it was beautiful. And one of the things that made me the most happy was the amount of Black subjects in the art through all mediums, through painting, sculpture. It was just there. Blackness was more present than any other time that I've been to Basel, and I've been going since like 2014 or something. As far as what I wore a lot of print and a lot of color, and some of those things I didn't even publish or post anywhere because I got to a point in December where I just simply was not feeling it. I don't know what it was, but I wasn't feeling it. Then right after Basel, I came back home to Chicago for a few days and then I was out to California. I stopped in LA to see my girlie and we went for drinks at the Edition Hotel, which is a beautiful hotel. They have them in multiple places, New York, Miami, LA. But one of the candles that I got from the hotel collection was actually inspired by the Edition, and it was one of my favorites. So I will link that below for y'all. Also, while I was in LA, my friend and I went to a Black woman-owned dispensary called Josephine and Billy's. Billy's and Josephine. Josephine and Billy's. And I don't smoke, but an edible or 5 always does me some good. So that was really cute. It was really beautiful. I loved the decor. The aesthetic was just like dark glamour. It was very much a maximalist space, which is very much me. And make sure you guys follow me on TikTok because I don't know, for some reason I feel like as it stands right now, I'm much better at capturing vertical little short clips that I could eventually edit into TikToks or Instagram Reels than I am going like the horizontal route, which is like the typical vlogging route. So follow me over there. I'm trying to get into the habit of putting together these little moments to make up my day, week, month, specific trips, etc. Something else I wanted to share with y'all is like a little mini review of this Angel Share fragrance by Kilian. I got this for Christmas and it is lovely. It's right up my scent alley. It's very vanilla-y and ambery, very warm, sensual. The top note is cognac. The middle notes are cinnamon, tonka bean, and oak. And the base notes are praline, vanilla, and sandalwood. Like, it's sultry, it's gourmandy, it's very sexy. I really, really love this. But it's not like super heaty in your face. It's a very soft scent, which was kind of surprising to me. I expected it to be kind of like, because it was a blind, well, I didn't buy it, but I never smelled it before I was gifted it. I expected it to be like an immediate punch to the face, like a a Santal 33 by Le Labo, which has similar dark, deep notes, but it's so much stronger in how it like projects. And because I've had this for over a week now, because I got it for Christmas, I've already come up with a combination in which I love with this. Like when I smelled it, I just knew I wanted to play around with layering something sweeter with it. And I also wanted to play around with trying to find something a little bit fresh with it. I haven't found the fresh aspect, but the sweet aspect, yeah. Oddly enough, I actually found the best pairing so far within my collection to be Adults, another fragrance by Kilian. I would say this is more a part of their like bridge line because it's not too expensive. This bottle is like an ounce and I believe it's like $70, and the 3.4 is probably like $120. I know this is at Sephora. I'm not sure if it's exclusively there though. But this is another amber vanilla and the top notes are bergamot and lemon. The middle notes include fig nectar and green notes. And then the base notes are where the sultriness lies, the warmth lies. There's orris, there's sandalwood, there's vanilla, cedar, and amberwood. And I know I spoke about this one in I think I did like a video, like my favorite fragrances, and I will link that for you guys in case, you know, you wanna watch a little bit about favorite fragrances. But these two, yeah, it's like creamy and warm and sexy and boozy. It's beautiful. I also wanted to go over some of my empties for the month. This is, I never talk about hair on here because y'all see how I give it up. I never really deal with my natural hair and I just take care of it when the braids are out. I try to nourish my scalp effectively when the braids are in, etc., etc. But I do really enjoy this brand. She Sent It. It's a Black-owned brand. I've been using them since maybe 2018, and I tried several of their products. This Okra Hair Repair Retentive Mask is one of my favorites. It is dry down to the bone. It smells good, very minty, but it's dry down to the bone. It's a wonderful reparative mask with garlic oil, amla, and okra extract. So it's definitely using the protein in the okra to repair, and the garlic oil and the amla is for growth and overall length retention, which is always my goal. Despite not showing my hair, child wanted to be long. So I love this, and they just recently had a 50% off sale. So I ordered a couple more for the year. Another product that's completely empty that I know I spoke about on this channel before is the Alpha Skincare Renewal Body Lotion. This is a 12% glycolic AHA body moisturizer, and I really enjoyed it. Now, I may not repurchase it just because I'm kind of in a chokehold with another moisturizer, and I'm really coming into this new year trying to dial down my consumption overall because, girls, I was recently called a hoarder and I'm not okay. But I probably won't replenish this one only because my other body moisturizer from Epanui is equally as active and the ingredients are far more superior as far as actives. But I do recommend it. It is really nice, but I don't feel the need to repurchase it at this time. Another body product that was a first try for me is the Keys Soul Care. This is Alicia Keys' brand. It was sent to me in PR. Their Melting Body Balm. I really enjoyed this. It's a nice occlusive, so it's really good. Sometimes I would use these two together because this one is water-based and then this one is, I believe, waterless. I can't remember, but I think this one is just like, it's just the butter. It's like an oil base. I know there was some beeswax, some shea, and some cocoa, but it's really nice. I love the packaging. So of course I'm going to clear this logo off and keep this jar because reduce, reuse, recycle. It's lovely. Will I purchase this with my own coins? Probably not. But it is a very nice product that I can recommend. It was nice. And then lastly is my Brittneyinc night cream, completely empty. This ain't my first empty jar of this, and it absolutely won't be my last because I just ordered a new one last night. I highly recommend it. If y'all are ever interested in my skincare, let me know and I will do a dedicated video on it. But for the most part, I want to say a smooth 87% of what I use on my face is from this brand, Brittneyinc. Beautiful brand. I've spoke about them before. I love their skincare. I love their body care. I love their accessories. I love this brand. I will link this below because it is in stock and I highly recommend it. It's a very beautiful product that's very much results oriented. This ain't just your tacky, thick night cream that sits on top of your face. This night cream clocks in and does the job. Like texture, we don't know her. Hyperpigmentation, we don't know her. It's that girl. And then I also wanted to share a new to me product that I'm really enjoying, and it is the fulvic acid cleanser from the Inky List. Now I've been hearing about this brand. This is just the box. The actual cleanser is in my shower. But I've been hearing about this brand for a while now. Many people like compare it to The Ordinary as far as the price point and the simplicity. I just got it out of nowhere. I think I was ordering some things from Sephora for people for Christmas and I ended up getting this for myself and I really like it. As far as results, I've used it maybe 7 times and I really like it. It gets the face very clean. It doesn't leave you feeling dry and very stripped. It's a cleanser, and for cleansers, that's where there's no loyalty from me. I don't just put any old cleanser on my face, but the cleanser is just not something that I take as seriously because it's on the face for the shortest amount of time. It's going down the drain. I'm not sure if I've said it on this channel before, but when I used to have like my skincare YouTube, I would always say, invest in what stays on the face. This cleanser is probably like $6. Normally my cleansers are like $20. So because it's not something that stays on the face, there's definitely room to play around. Of course, you don't want to get something from the Dollar Tree, but you don't have to take this as seriously as you would take something that stays on the face like a night cream or even more importantly, a serum. And then lastly, I wanted to talk a little bit about this book. This book. I'm not a member of BookTube or BookTok, but I peep in every now and then. And on TikTok, I saw a girlie talking about this book and how beautiful it was. So of course, I used my trusty dusty library card because I'm economical. And I borrowed it. I borrowed it via ebook. Like, child, I love me an ebook. And I love the book so much that I bought the hard copy for my personal collection. It's so good. I'm a romance girl. This is a romance book, but it's romance with a whole lot of reality and a little drop of darkness, but not the kind of darkness that leaves you feeling like heavy and like really, really sad after reading it. It's so good. It's the story of Eva and Shane, and they were teenage lovers, and it's showing them kind of rekindling what they had many, many, many years later. I believe about 15 years later. It's really beautiful. It's really well written. This is the second book I've read by Tia Williams, and this book has officially made me a fan. And I'm currently on the lookout for her other 2 earlier novels so that I can read those because she's just really, really good. Because she's a Black woman, she writes Black women in a really beautiful way that's it's like Insecure, but literature. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I just finished Insecure, and one of the things that I'm going to miss most is just the relatability. Like, I'm not Issa, I'm not Molly, but I relate to so many of the things that they went through. I can relate to how they speak and the things that they do with their friends, etc., etc. And with this book, it's that familiar feeling. So, highly recommend this book. Y'all want to start a book club, child? Let me know. And lastly, I'm not much of a resolution girl. Like, I probably stopped making actual resolutions like 10 years ago. And this year won't be the exception. I really don't feel the need to make resolutions. I just feel the need to hold myself more accountable and to be more impeccable with my word. And, you know, just really do the shit that I say I'm gonna do. If I tell someone I'm gonna do something for them, it gets done. If I tell myself I'm gonna do something for me, I effortlessly throw that shit on the back burner. And that's something that I'm really, really trying to get out of the habit of. And it's not that I don't prioritize myself, but I give myself a lot of grace when it comes to me not doing things that I really don't want to do, or doing things that don't bring me an instant reward. So this year, I'm really going to make, specifically in Q1, aggressively in Q1, I'm going to make a conscious effort to hold myself accountable and actually follow through on the shit that I say I'm going to do. And a couple of those things are being more consistent on this platform, producing the kind of content that I really, really want to produce on like Instagram and TikTok. Going back to blogging on my actual blog that I actually pay for. If you don't know, I do have a blog. It's borninsequins.com. I will link it below, and I'm probably rolling some B-roll of it. It's stunning, and I don't update it, and I don't know why, but I don't. So I'm going to work on that. Another thing I'm going to work on is my French, y'all. I have been teaching myself French since 2013. And yes, I can put together a few raggedy sentences, and I can translate a whole bunch of words. Like, oh, I can tell you what car means in French, but I cannot speak French conversationally. I can ask the questions that need to be asked, you know, if I'm ever visiting like a French speaking place. But it's been too long. And last March, I actually bought a French program lesson from a American guy, Dominique. He's here on YouTube. I love him. I've been following him for many, many years. And he's an American teaching French, which I've always felt that I needed. And he's also Midwestern, like he's from Indiana, which is, you know, right there next to Illinois. So I for some reason, I feel like that's going to be helpful in me learning. So I purchased this last March, this program, and I just opened it up for the first time last week. So I'm going to make a conscious effort to work towards that, because I need to be as close to fluent as possible by the end of this year, babe. Like, actually not the end of this year, the end of third quarter, because I'm trying to have like a late summer, early fall European excursion. And that's it for Musings this go round, y'all. Let me know what y'all thought down below. Have you ever tried anything from the Inky List, or have you ever read this book or anything else from Tia Williams? Have you tried the Kilian fragrances or any of their fragrances? What are your thoughts? Let me know. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Brittneyinc. Make sure you follow me on TikTok. Make sure you subscribe and like this video if you like this video. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye. I still don't have no nails on.